Welcome back, boys and girls, moms and dads. It's good to have you for another math lesson today. We're going to review some shapes that we've seen before. These are called 2D shapes. We talked a lot about 2D shapes in the past. What exactly are 2D shapes? Well, they're figures with two dimensions. That means that we can measure in two different ways. We can measure by height and by length, but we cannot measure by depth because 2D shapes are flat. They have fronts and they have backs, but they have no side. So if you take a look at these two shapes, they both are rectangles, but this one has a front, a back, a top, a bottom, and two more sides. So this is a fat shape, and this is a flat shape. So 2D shapes are figures with two dimensions that are flat. So our goal for today is being able to identify our shapes. Not only our shapes, but to identify the attributes. So by the end of our lesson today, you should be able to say, I can identify shapes with two dimensions and their attributes. What are their attributes? So we can say the shape's name. We can say how many sides it has. We can also see how many vertices it has, and maybe give an example or two. Let's go ahead and introduce the four shapes we're going to talk about today, though there are lots of 2D shapes. So we've already seen the rectangle. Let's look at it closely. So a rectangle has four sides, but it's special in that it has two long sides and two short sides. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. And vertices are where the sides come together. A vertices is kind of like our arm. It makes a V and it comes down to a point. So with other shapes, you look at the side and where they meet is called the vertices. Let's count the vertices of the rectangle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Rectangle. Another shape with four sides is the square. The square also has four sides. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it has four vertices. Where the sides meet up, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But what's different between the rectangle and the square is that they all have the same length of sides. They all have the same length. Square. Another shape that has sides is the triangle. The triangle has a different number of sides though. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. It's a flat shape. 3 sides. Can you guess how many vertices? That's right. 1, 2, and 3. 3 vertices for the triangle. Another 2D shape is the circle. You guessed it. But does the circle have any sides? Remember, a side is a straight edge. Is there any place on the circle that's going to give us a straight edge? No. So the circle has 0 sides, just like its shape. And if it has no sides, can it have a point where 2 sides meet up? No. So it also has 0 vertices. There's no points on here. It has a smooth body. Circle. I bet you've seen these shapes all around your house and your neighborhood, and I know you've seen them inside the classroom. I found some examples from my house. So the first one I just showed, it's my ruler. It has a front, it has a back, but it's flat. And it has two long sides and two short sides. Rectangle. Another one, you might watch movies on it. It's called a CD or a DVD. It has a smooth body. It has a front and a back, but no side. It is flat. Circle. It was kind of hard for me to find a square inside the house that I could show you, but I found one on my refrigerator. I put pictures in it. I had a cute little girl inside, but I took her out. Square. All my sides are the same length. So this one is my magnet. Last but not least, I'm going to send a card to a good friend. It's her birthday soon. And I found that the card is the same shape as what? The rectangle, because two of its sides are long and two of its sides are short. But how many sides again? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. And that means it also has how many vertices? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. I noticed that, guess what? It has one more shape in there. Look, it's the triangle. I was searching for nothing. I looked and looked and looked, and there really wasn't a lot of things in my house that was a triangle. But this one sure was. A hanger. I know it's probably hard for you to see in my white background. But hangers, and I did bend it a little bit so it was more of a perfect triangle. But triangles have 3 sides, 3, and 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3. So my example is the hanger. I bet you have hangers at your house too. Let's go ahead and look at our graph and see if we can fill in the information of what is the name of the shape, how many sides does it have, how many vertices, and let's give an example. This is actually number 18 in your choice board. So you can either follow along with me, or at the end, you can do your own. Remember, number 18. So I'm thinking of a shape. I have a smooth body. I love to roll around, but I fall flat because I have no back. I am a flat shape. What am I? Did you guess it? Did you guess the circle? Circle. So we said it in my guessing game. How many sides does a circle have? Are there any flat surfaces? No. So it has 0 sides. Very good. And are there any points that make the vertices? No. If no sides, then there's no 2 sides that can come together to make a vertice. So it has 0 vertices. What was my example? My example was the CD. I'm going to draw one. Now, I'm thinking of another shape. I have 3 sides, and I have 3 vertices, And oh, I look like the face of a pizza. What am I? That's right, I'm the triangle. Can you see it with me? Triangle. Triangle. A triangle has how many sides? 1, 2, 3. So on my graph, I find the sides and I find my triangle, and where they meet is where I'm going to put my information. 3 sides. And how many vertices? 1, 2, 3. That's where the sides meet. 3 vertices. And what was my example? I hope you can find your own example at home and ask Mom and Dad. I'm thinking of a shape that has 3 sides and 3 vertices, and it's flat, not fat. I'm a 2D shape. What am I? I am a triangle, just like my hanger. Good job, boys and girls. We have 2 more shapes to go. This time I'm thinking of a shape that has 4 sides, but what makes me special is that all of the sides are the same length. What am I? That's right, the square. Can you say square? Good job. So let's go ahead and count our sides again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 sides for the square. Remember, if I have 4 places that sides come together, that means I also have 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 vertices. Vertices, square, 4 vertices. And what was my example? A magnet. Oops, can you see that? No, there it is, my magnet. All right, last but not least, I look like an envelope. I have 2 long sides and 2 short sides. What am I? That's right, my envelope was a rectangle. I have 2 long sides and 2 short sides. I am a rectangle. And I have 4 sides. How many vertices? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 vertices. Where's that envelope I had? Two long sides, 2 short sides. I didn't even have to search so hard for that triangle. Look, in my envelope, the lid is also a triangle. So, boys and girls, I hope that this helped you be able to identify the shapes with 2 dimensions and their attributes. The names, how many sides, how many vertices, and maybe even an example or 2. Happy hunting in your house to see what you can find. And make sure you're using all of the vocabulary: circle, triangle, square, and rectangle. Make sure you fill out your graph completely and send it to your teacher when you're all done. Happy hunting. Take care, guys.